Hey everyone, how's it going? This is Jeremy aka Uzaru back again with another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. Today on the global side, I'm going to be taking on one of the newer stages of the Infinite Dragon Ball history. We're going to be going against the Vegeta's family category today. I'm going to be talking about some team builds and some potential units that you can bring in here to help you get all of the missions completed, and also, if possible, you can try to get a no-item run. I'm going to be doing a no-item run today, but nonetheless, the main objective of this video is to help you guys beat these events if you haven't already done so. I'll be doing one on Goku's family next, versus Goku's family next, and yeah, we'll talk about that later. But today's video, I'm going to be building a Kamehameha or a Goku's family team, because those are the required categories that it wants you to bring in, or at least three units from each category. So with that, you can get all of the associated rewards from missions, as well as all of the Dragon Stones that you can get from beating the event itself. So we'll hop over to that here in a minute. But first, I want to let you know, as always, I do have a Discord chat. Go ahead and jump down to my description below. I have a link to that Discord chat. Join the Discord chat. Got an awesome community of people over there. Always willing to help out or talk about Dokkan Battle, Dragon Ball Legends, or other things like that. Also have a fan art page where I'll be trying to feature some fan art from on my YouTube videos in the future once I get everything set up over there. There's some pretty cool drawings people have been dropping on that, so go check that out. And then also I'll be holding some giveaways on the Discord here in the future as well. So a lot of cool, exciting stuff. Looking forward to seeing you over there. Subscribe to my YouTube channel to stay up to date on the content that I'll be releasing in the future and support the channel. Drop a like on the video today if I give you any useful information, then comment down below if you have any questions or comments. So let's go ahead and hop over to Dokkan Battle, where you can see I'm going to be looking at, obviously the LRAGL Gohan is going to be a star player, as he usually is in these longer events, and a lot of you know that. Obviously, you know, the Vegeta's family isn't really going to be that hard to take out for most of you guys, because of the fact that most of these Goku's family units are Kamehameha and vice versa, and we have some really good defensive stacking, infinite defense stacking units on this. And if you've looked at some of my videos in the past, I talk about the infinite defense stack, how it is really useful for events like the Infinite Dragon Ball history and the Fighting Legend Goku event, or the Legendary Goku event. So really cool stuff there. But basically, if you don't know, I'll put a link down to the description below again to the Dokkan Wiki, where you can see the infinite defense stacking units. It has a list of them there. But anyway, you can see that the Goku's family has a lot of infinite defense stacking units. With the LRAGL Gohan, this Fizz Goku, do not sleep on him. Most of you probably have him. He is a very old unit, but he didn't have a Dokkan Awakening. This is what he looks like beforehand. But he is an amazing unit once he gets Dokkan Awakened. I do have him rainbowed because, of course, being an old unit, I have a lot of copies of him. But he is going to be quite the star player in this event and other Goku's family Kamehameha team events like that. You've got the Exchange Goku Gohan, who also have infinite defense stacking. The Planet Namek Goku, once he transforms to a Super Saiyan, you can see here he has infinite defense stacking, and you can see if you aren't aware, your super attack will say raises defense when they do their super attack. It doesn't say by a percentage for an amount of turns or anything like that. It just says raises defense, and that means that every single time they do their super attack, they can get that off. And then, of course, we've got the Go Bros, just a really good team for Kamehameha category. They launch their additional attacks. They're an LR with some really good stats. They've got their active skill, or their active skill, where you can activate the family Kamehameha. And then you've got the Super Saiyan God Goku, the Int one, who gets a buff in his passive for each hybrid or Pure Saiyan's category ally on the team, and then he has a high chance of evading super attacks and regular attacks. Performs a crit from 7 turns to start a turn. Really good unit there. So these two right here do not infinitely stack defense, the LR Gobros and the LR Godku, but they are really good units to bring in because of their potential to dodge and hit pretty hard as well. So the other one is going to be a Kamehameha category team. So this one's a Goku's family team, and this one is a Kamehameha category team. So basically, what you're going to do is you can see that these guys aren't Goku's family, the two LR Vegeta and also the Fizz God Vegeta. But with the Extreme Z Awakening, the Fizz God Vegeta does he doesn't infinitely stack defense through his his super attack, but he does it through his passive skill, because attack and defense plus 40% at the start of turn. So he's not going to be super tanky, but he will start to get tanky later on. And then, of course, you can see most of the team remains the same. Again, the Fizz Godku is really good. The Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Goku. And then the Exchange Goku Gohan, which is really awesome because they're a free-to-play unit. So you can rainbow them out, and they'll become a massive tank towards the end as well. So basically, you know, I've got the Goku's family and Kamehameha category. I mean, most of these Kamehameha category leads are Goku's family. As long as you're bringing in 3 from the Goku's family and 3 from the Kamehameha, and they can overlap. So basically, if you have a unit that is Kamehameha and Goku's family, which most of them are, then you will be able to take advantage of that mission completion. So on the Goku's family, here are your infinite defense stacking units that I have, of course. All of these guys, the Bardock, once he transforms, he does not anymore, so just be aware of that. But the rest of these guys, and of course the strength Namek Goku has to transform to do it. But the AGL transforming Goku, he does it all the way up until he gets to Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan. So a lot of people like to reverse Dokkan Awaken him. For the Exchange Goku Gohan, if you want to farm out a copy of them where it's prior to being Dokkan Awakened, this guy right here also raises defense. So he infinitely stacks his defense with a super attack, so he can also be very tanky. So there's a lot of stuff that you can do here to do a no-item run. And even if you don't want to do a no-item run, you can still bring in Senzu Beans, Dendays, or the Princess Snake or Android 8. All of those are really good items for this. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump in here. You can see that I've got the dual AGL Gohan lead on both of those teams, because most of your Goku's family are going to be Kamehameha, and then otherwise you're going to have Kamehameha category units anyways on the other team. So basically what we're going to want to do is just hit as many super attacks with our infinite defense stacking units as possible. So then, excuse me, towards late game, they're going to be able to take double-digit damage even from super attacks. So just like the Fighting Legend Goku or Legendary Goku event, you're going to make sure you're not getting any type disadvantage attacks off from the enemy, especially towards the later stages of the event. So try your best to get any type advantage super attacks off, but as you can see there, these guys will be hitting pretty hard. Now I'm not too worried about it. You're going to kind of have to play around with it. Sometimes you're going to take a super attack in a bad spot, and it's just going to happen. But nonetheless, you should be good to go all the way through this event without any real issues. So I want to see if we can clear out some of these orbs, and possibly, I don't think we're going to be able to actually get those Fizz orbs down here. So we'll just do this, get some healing off with these AGL orbs and an Ultra Super attack, and then the Goku Gohan will be able to get a super attack off there. So yeah, this Godku basically changes key spheres of a random type to Fizz key spheres, and then he nukes off of them, and then he also does infinite defense stacking through his super attack. So it's just, he's an amazing unit. If you do have him, Dokkan Awaken him, get his hidden potential unlocked as much as you can. He's an amazing unit. So then of course the Gohan is already taking double-digit damage. And this Goku Gohan, the exchange unit here, they're going to have a type disadvantage attack here at the end. I'm not going to be able to prevent it, and it's just going to happen. But that is okay. Getting this Super Saiyan Goku's transformation off earlier in the game is actually really good, because we can already start stacking his defense. So I'm obviously not going to use that passive, because we definitely do not need to use the passive there. You can see that the Goku cannot be switched. That's one of King Vegeta's skills there. I think it's the only one that he has, but you can't switch the units around. Sometimes he'll activate that, so just be aware of that. So unfortunately, sometimes you're just going to have to eat a type disadvantage attack, but we shouldn't be I shouldn't be too worried about this rotation, and we shouldn't be getting knocked out anytime soon. So Gohan's going to take double-digit damage. LR Go-Bros has got type disadvantage, but they should be able to do just fine. They've got the LR stats, and I'm not too worried about them losing the event for us there. So here we go. We got the Goku off. So something I want to let you guys know is infinite defense stack units. Most of you know it already, but the priority is getting their super attacks off as much as possible first, while also being cognizant of the attacks that are incoming on your units. So you want to make sure that you're not taking any type disadvantage super attacks if possible. So let's go ahead and see if we can get some of these Fizz Key Spheres dropping down so we can give that Goku them. Doesn't look like we're going to get a bunch of them, so I'm just going to go ahead and pick up these AGL Key Spheres, see if we can get the super attack off. There we go. So the Gohan and the Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan Goku, the Fizz one, they're going to be able to get some defense stacking here, which is what we're looking for. And they're not going to be taking a lot of damage. Hopefully in the middle there, the Int Godku here, hopefully he'll be able to do some dodging on the attacks. He's not going to be obviously tanking like the other ones will, but he will be able to dodge some attacks. There we go. So really good there. Really a great reason why I brought him in. And, you know, it's an Int type unit. So I can, I try to make it as diverse as possible with the, excuse me, with the types of units that I bring in, so you know we can always have at least one type advantage unit on the team. I'm gonna go ahead and pick up all these the tech key spheres for them, get some healing there. So basically, the reason why no item runs are very possible with this is because you basically just tank the abilities until you get the Dokkan attacks off, and then once the Dokkan attack goes off, well, depending on how much damage you deal, you heal a percentage of that to your health bar. So that's basically your Sensu Bean, if you will. So you just kind of want to try to do your best to hold out until you get those Dokkan attacks off, put a really hard-hitting unit in the place where he will be doing a lot of damage, and then you'll be able to heal up without anything like that. Now the Kamehameha team, as you know, of course, everybody knows, the LR Gogeta and Vegeta, they have basically a built-in Sensu Bean. Once you get below a certain health threshold or HP threshold, they will transform, so they'll fuse with either with the Tora earrings or the fusion dance, and then you'll get a full heal off. So that's why with the Kamehameha team, it is very possible. But I wanted to kind of do more of a focus on the Goku's family team. But still, I mean, let's be honest, they're pretty much the same. So the thing is here, though, is with your, I'm going to save those Fizz Key Spheres for the Fizz Godku next rotation, but this team and most Goku's family or Kamehameha category teams, like I said earlier, you'll be able to easily build a team that has 3 Kamehameha category units and Goku's family units without really any troubles, and still being able to do this event with no items, or if you bring in a Sensu Bean, a Dende, or the Princess Snake, Android 8, any of those, you'll be able to do the Vegeta's family event for the Infinite Dragon Ball history with really no issues. And it's not super important. Somebody had asked me, why are we going, why go for no item runs on some of these events? Like, what does it get you? Well, it doesn't get you anything extra, but it's just something to strive for, I guess, to try just to make the game a little more interesting, I guess. But again, the main objective of this video is to make it so you guys can at least beat the event and get all of the Dragon Stones, because I think there's about 20 plus Dragon Stones, somewhere between 20 to 25 Dragon Stones you can get from each stage of the Infinite Dragon Ball history with the category type teams that it requires that you build to get those missions unlocked. So there we go, good type advantage hit there, no crits, but plenty of damage down. So again, we're going to put the Gohan, because you can see here the Gohan's already at 200,000 defense, and the other two are around the same with 125-ish thousand defense. So the defense stacking is going to be your friend here. So we're going to go ahead and pick up some key spheres of the type of unit here, get some healing. So you see how the first few rotations we were sitting at about half health, but What I'm doing is basically, you know, I haven't even got the Dokkan attack off yet, but what we're looking at is just tanking all the abilities and then picking up the orbs of the type of unit that we have, and it heals us. And whenever I do hidden potential, there's always that one that's like either you get an extra attack advantage or you get extra healing. I usually do the healing hidden potential node because of reasons like this. They'll pick up, or they'll heal a little extra when you pick up the key spheres of their type. And that's because, you know, when you're doing events like this, you can use that, you know, when you're tanking and stuff like that, some of the longer events, you'll pick up those key spheres and be able to heal more, because you never know. So this Gohan's going to get his Dokkan attack off, which is really nice. But you never know when, you know, it could be a difference between a couple thousand damage that is what kills you or brings you through to the next round. So the little bit of extra healing there is really nice. So let's go ahead and see if we can get all these. Very nice. So Gohan should be doing plenty of damage now. The funny thing is, you can see we barely have any health missing at all. So again, with the right team, this Vegeta's family shouldn't be that hard to beat for really, you know, anyone, because there's some good free-to-play units. I think another Kamehameha infinite defense stacking unit is the it's a free-to-play Beat is his name, the strength Beat, basically the Great Saiyaman. I think it's 3. Don't quote me on that, but he's the strength Saiyaman, but he does infinite defense stacking, and he has a Kamehameha. So he's really good to bring on a Kamehameha team too for events like this, because he does that infinite defense stacking. So there's some free-to-play units that are really good to bring in on this event, and obviously the Goku Gohan exchange unit here are one of those as well, because they do that infinite defense stacking. I'm actually going to throw them in front because I'm going to let them get the super attack off, because the Gohan's almost at 250,000 defense already. So I'm going to give the Gohan Goku a little extra. And don't be really disappointed if, you know, you see things like this where, I mean, the Tarble has like no health left at all. So he should be dead. But the good thing is we're getting the extra super attack off with these guys right here. And so therefore, you know, it's getting them extra defense stacked for later on the later stages of this. So I believe we've got this Fizz Trunks, Bulla, and then a Vegeta Jr. later on, and that should be the end of the event. If you go look over at the Dokkan Wiki as well, it'll tell you all of the stats. I usually do, you know, do a little reference for the Dokkan Wiki so you guys can see stuff, first-hand information on screen, but I already figured that this video would be a little bit lengthy today. So again, you know, if you want to click on that link down below and look at that infinite defense stacking set of units, you can also, while you're over on the Dokkan Wiki, you can jump over to the Infinite Dragon Ball History page, and you can see what all of the units on this event, what they do as far as their skills and stuff, as far as, you know, not being able to be stunned or sealed, or, you know, of course, like the King Vegeta, he made it so you couldn't swap your units around on rotation, so you can kind of get a better look at that if you choose to do so. So let's go ahead and get some more defense stacking going on. Of course, maybe we will get the Ultra Super Attack off with the Goku. Very nice. So yeah, many of you probably have already beat this event with the Goku's family and Kamehameha leads, but you know, if you do want to go try a no item run just kind of for fun, if you haven't done it already, of course, this is just giving you some ideas for that stuff. So you'll be seeing too that these super attacks later on, that one did 109,000, but if you do, you know, if you get that Gohan, the LR Gohan in the way of some of these super attacks later on, I mean, double or triple digit damage is all he takes after he gets his defense stacked so far up. So that's really nice, really helpful there. And there you go. Look at that Goku putting all of those key spheres for himself. So, I mean, let me see here. Let me just double check his passive, and you guys can see firsthand. So it's attack and defense plus 20% per key sphere obtained, plus an additional attack and defense plus 10% if it is a Fizz key sphere. Randomly changes key spheres of a certain type. Fizz excluded to Fizz key spheres. And then he actually infinitely stacks attack and defense through each of his super attacks. So this guy is a beast. So 30% per each key sphere if it's a Fizz key sphere, and he's an orb changer for himself. So definitely somebody you should be putting on your team if you have him, which most people, like I said, you guys should, because he is an older unit. But there's also a Vegeta, so when we take on the Goku's family category in my next video, you will also see that I have the Vegeta, which is a tech god Vegeta, who was an older unit as well, just like this Goku was, and they Dokkan awakened him and gave him pretty much the exact same stuff, and he is a must-have for taking on the Goku's family, and especially, you know, he's a really good, both of these guys, the god Goku and the god Vegeta, that I'll be showing you in the next video, they're both very useful for bringing in on the the Fighting Legend Goku event. So really good there. Actually, let's swap these guys around. Get these tech key spheres here. We'll get the Ultra Super Attack off with Gohan, and then we'll just top off his key for a super attack. So I forgot about the Kid Trunks. So I believe after this one, it is the Bola, and then the Vegeta Jr., and then that should be the end of the event. So if you have the free-to-play Goku, Gohan, or really any of these guys that do infinite defense stacking, if you see it built into their super attack, you want to make sure you're putting in additional attacks in their hidden potential investment. And there we go, Gohan hitting over 2 million with his super attack and getting only 94 damage off of a super attack. And of course, the Gohan has the type advantage here, but the infinite defense stacking on top of it is just absolutely broken. The Goku is, you know, stacking his a little bit, but the main, or I mean really the MVP for most of these events are the Gohan. So let's look at a type disadvantage with this Goku. The Fizz Goku is obviously going to be taking a type disadvantage attack here. As long as it's not a super attack, it's still not going to really do that much, because he's, you know, we got a little bit of a nuke off there with his, that's type disadvantage. He's still taking less than, you know, triple digit damage there. And that's again because of his infinite attack and defense stacking through his super attack, and then also his passive is getting him 30% attack and defense boost per Fizz Key Sphere. So really great unit. And the Gohan again hitting, the other Gohan hitting for over 2 million again, and he's getting the super attack. So that works out really well. Sometimes, you know, for the most part, you're not going to be able to really determine where the super attacks are going to go off at, but as long as you have the infinite defense stacking units in the slots where, you know, the most attacks are being sent, you should be fine. You know, it's a numbers game and it's all RNG, but, you know, like the last slot on this rotation, if this Trunks even survives to it, is likely to be where his super attack is, but sometimes it's only, you know, he'll launch that super attack on his single slot where he's only attacking once, I should say. So here we go. So Bola, you can see here that she seals some of the super attacks of your allies. So she kind of helped us out there. I believe she changed those key spheres to tech, and then the Goku changed all of the tech ones to Fizz Key Spheres, which was super helpful. And that was just straight luck. But, yeah, so the Goku, the Super Saiyan Goku on the end of the rotation there is not going to be able to get his super attack off, but that's fine. He does do the infinite defense stacking, of course, but we're not as worried about him getting it off as we are with the other two, because they are getting pretty far up there in defense stats. And, I mean, sooner or later, it doesn't even matter. Even in the Fighting Legend Goku event, I mean, he's going to be able to, the Gohan here will be able to take double-digit damage even on the final stage. So you can see the Bola also is able to launch multiple super attacks throughout the single rotation. So I'm not too worried about this Goku taking a little bit of damage here, because we're obviously doing really well on health, and he is type advantage, has some of his dodging and whatnot. And you see, I'm not exchanging the Goku Gohan exchange unit, because there's really no point in exchanging it, because, I mean, it is nice. The Gohan is good and everything once you exchange him out, but the Goku, without exchanging it, you're able to stack the defense, and he does everything he needs to do. So I actually don't really ever worry about doing the exchange. So I mean, do what you want. If you have him on your team, if you find it's more beneficial, of course, then you can do that. But looks like this Bulla is launching only super attacks. That might be what is going on here, because literally every time she has attacked, it's been Vegeta shooting his his Gallic gun at us. But there we go. So moving on to the final stage of the event, which is the Fizz Vegeta Jr. So we're just gonna go ahead and we'll put the Gohan here. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, we'll just put the Gohan there. Do that. We're not gonna. I want to be able to. I'll forgo the tanking from the Fizz God Coup here, because I'm not too worried about taking a couple of hits. I just wanted that the LR Go Bros get their Ultra Super attack off. So get some extra damage there, because we're obviously doing very well on health, so we don't have any concerns about going in and doing a little extra damage. And even if he takes a little bit of a super attack or something in the middle there, yeah, LR Go Bros still isn't taking too much damage there. So really nice. And there we go, almost 1,000,000 damage. And he's got the additional attack off. Again, that's how I've built this guy. I've got him rainbowed, and like I said, you know, I build a lot of additional attack, and then I follow up with a decent amount of crits as well, for the exact reason you saw there. Obviously, everybody likes having additional super attacks, but also the fact that he's stacking his attack and defense every time he does that, and then throw a little crit in there for the little cherry on top of the sundae. So this is the second Dokkan attack, and we've almost completed the event completely before we even got the third one off. So we might be able to actually finish him off this rotation. It is really good that the Super Saiyan Goku, we made sure that he got the Dokkan attack, because he has the type advantage. So hopefully he'll be doing a decent chunk of damage right here. So there's a whole lot to choose from when it comes to Goku's family and Kamehameha team for doing this event. So you know, if you don't have some of these units, and maybe you have to, you know, you don't have all of the infinite defense stacking units that I was showing you, don't be too worried about that, because again, there's no extra rewards for no item runs. It's just it's, you know, just something that is fun to try if you want to. But again, the main objective is just making sure you can clear this event. And there's plenty of units to choose from on Goku's family and Kamehameha that do infinite defense stacking, as long as you have a couple of them and make sure that you're putting them in the way of a lot of the multi-attacks on the rotation. You should be good to go. But yeah, there you guys go. As you can see there, pretty easy. I mean, it was a 20-minute run, so it was a little bit slower than my first one, which was, I believe it was about a 16-minute run. But overall, it's just very easy to go in and take out Vegeta's family with the Goku's family and Kamehameha Kamehameha category units. So I had 3 at least of each. So I've already completed those missions. As you can see, they didn't pop up. But again, bring those items in if you need them. Switch up the teams a little bit if you need to. If you have any questions, definitely go ahead and drop those questions down in the comments below. But that's pretty much everything for the video today. So hopefully you guys found some useful information. If you did, go ahead and drop a like on the video. Again, comment down below if you have any questions. If you want me to, you know, see what box units you have and get some help, you can drop over to the Discord chat again down in there. Got the link down in the description below. I'll be more than happy to help you out over there, help you build a team and get through this event, as well as look forward to seeing the Goku's family version of the Infinite Dragon Ball history, because I would be posting a video on that as well. So hope you guys enjoyed the video today, but be sure to subscribe to my channel, stay up to date on the content, and look forward to making more videos for you guys in the future. As always, I appreciate each and every one of you guys coming by, checking out the video today. We'll catch you on the next one. Signing out.